Hi everyone, this is going to be the Sweet Pete podcast. For those who don't know me, which is probably the entire world and my million subscribers that are to come, I go by Sweet Pete. I have a hat that says Sweet Pete. I'll wear it next episode. This podcast is an MMA based podcast. I know there's a ton out there, so this is different. It's just me. It's not two people. It's not a professional fighter, although I probably should be a professional fighter. Secondly, it is going to be about life issues that I've gone through, issues that other people go through, and I'm not a character, I'm myself. However, I'm going to be strongly opinionated, and you guys are either going to hate me or you're going to love me. Tune in. Please post different things. I'm going to say some pretty controversial things that are upsetting a lot of people, and yeah, I don't care. That's the thing. So I'm sorry for absolutely fucking nothing. That's what Conor McGregor would say. Let's talk about first the fight that's supposed to come up in April. Habib, I can't say it, so I say Habib Khabib. That's all I can say. I cannot say. I practiced. I written it down. I cannot say it. So the UFC will never hire me. That's fine. Versus Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson. You look at their match. You look at their heights. Tony Ferguson is 5'10", and Khabib is anywhere from 5'9" to 5'10". Khabib is 5'8", plain and simple, and Tony Ferguson is probably 5'10", 5'10 and a half. I bet Tony's got a 76-inch reach versus Khabib's more like 72. This is the first topic before we get into that fight that I want to talk about. I am 5'8" and 3/4. So do I say 5'9", ladies? Do I say 5'8"? Do I say 5'8" and 3/4? No. I'll just say whatever I want. I'm going to say 6'1". I'm going to wear boots this high because there is a huge issue here. And as you can see, I am good looking. I can tell right now. I got great teeth. I've got jacked ass muscles. A tan, like I'm like a Brazilian super babe on the beach with this olive skin. I got a little bit of damage on my ear, as you can see there. I had a car accident. A little bit of damage. Where is it? You can see the. I don't know why you can't see it. You can see it there, and you can see it there. But other than that, yeah, I've got to be at least 11 out of 10. Anyways, so my first issue is woman. I am so lucky to have the most beautiful wife in the world. We won't name her because she's going to be embarrassed as shit when this comes out. But it's coming out. It is coming out. So, my wife is a fantastic woman. My wife is about 5'3". My mom's about 5'1". These are, I think, shorter-ish women. To me, they're normal because I'm only 5'8". But my brother, he's about 5'10", and my brother, he's one of those guys that he gets in the pictures and he gets on the tippy toes, and all of a sudden he's like 4 inches taller than me. He's not. He is not. So this height thing and relationships, this drives me nuts. So the reason why I don't like saying I'm 5'8" is because I meet guys that are 5'4", 5'5", 5'6", 5'7", and then when they say how tall they are, they say they're 5'8". Why is 5'8" short and 5'9" and above average and then 6 feet plus tall? I don't know. All I know is say your right height. I'm 5'8". I could say 5'9". I got older now. I shrunk, lost some muscle. I'm 5'8" now. I used to maybe be 5'9" when I was in good shape, a little taller before my car accident. But for the love of God, woman, if you're 5'1", if you're 5 feet, if you're 5'2", 5'3", 5'4", 5'5", and you are one of those women that only dates tall guys, 6'2" guys, I pity you. Do I pity you? I am appalled by you. You are disgusting. You have no brain. Let's put it this way. I have two incredible friends. Two friends that would, if I was a woman, I would date them over me. So I won't name them. Actually, yes, I will. Their names are Matt and their names are Nick. I won't name their last names. So Matt is 6'5". He's a giant man. He's got a phenomenal job, and he is a tremendous, tremendous human being. However, if we're in caveman times and it came down to it, I beat 6'5" Matt 100 out of 100 times, not easily, every time. And my friend 6'4" Nick, every time. So I don't understand why you're naturally thinking I date tall men. If that's more attractive to you, you're 5'2". You're looking up at me. I am this much taller than you. So any guys out there, here's my advice, and I'll tell you the best advice. And forever, I did not take this, and it bit me in the ass. If you're shorter, if you're 5'9", 5'8", 5'7", 5'6", you have to laugh at the jokes. You cannot get mad, especially you youngsters. If you're 16, 17, 18, and you get mad when your buddies call you short, it's just gonna make them do it over and over and over again. And the funny thing is, these big tall goons, their feet hang off the bed. They can't get shoes. They can't do things. Why do you think all the best MMA fighters in the world are 155ers, 145ers, 135ers? Because the pool is so much greater. Because the talent is greater. Why are the actors all small with big heads? Because, I don't know why they have big heads. I just said that. They all have big ass heads, eh? Like huge heads. They're like 5'4", because the pool is greater. At the same time, I'm not putting down tall men. Tall men are fantastic too, especially tall men who can use their athletic ability. That is something I envy. That is something I am very impressed by, and something that is incredible. So that was one topic I wanted to talk about with you guys. I want to bring the Sweet Pete stuff back. I have so many topics that are controversial that just drive me nuts. Let's talk about this COVID-19 real quick. Guys, stay inside. Please do your part. Everyone's doing their part here. I'm inside. Yeah, we're all here for each other. We're all trying to help each other. Let's get rid of this. Let's beat this. We can do that. Back to the fights. We've got Tony versus Khabib. I already attempted it. Not going to say it again. I have to say Khabib is going to win a 5-round war. You saw Tony versus Pettis. If Pettis is taking him down, if Pettis is throwing hard hooks, you know, you saw Khabib, you saw Tony, he likes to do those throws, and he throws a lot of spinning back fists and stuff. He will get body locked, he will get grabbed by Khabib, he will get ripped to the ground. Khabib is a unique wrestler, uses those legs to control Tony's legs. He'll use those legs, he'll squeeze it. This is not going to allow Tony to get butterfly guard. This is not going to allow Tony to post up, to get half guard, to post up with one leg. He's going to squeeze his legs. I could see Tony throwing some elbows, throwing some nice elbows from the bottom. Tony is, say, 5'10", so he's a little bit taller than me, but his arms are wide. Long. His arms are long. He's got phenomenal darces. If he could tire his ass out and catch him in a darce choke in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, that would be incredible. I'm cheering for Tony, just like John Jones. John Jones, you suck. You suck. You're the best fighter in the world, but you still suck. You lost against, what's his name? Dominic Reyes. You lost. I watched. I don't care. You lost round 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, you picked him apart with your single shot, no combination strategy, and you're 6'4". You're fighting, and the fight before there, I was there. The fight before that against Santos, as the Thiago Santos, I was there. I thought he lost that too. Thiago Santos is a welterweight. He's a middleweight. He's not a light heavyweight, and he kicked your ass. John Jones, you suck, and you got drunk again, and you're so stupid. Why didn't you tell the police officer you're not planning on driving? but you decided to tell him, I'm planning on driving, and you're double over the limit. You still don't have a driver? You're an idiot. Yeah, I'm a Canadian, by the way. Sweet Pete from Canada. Thank you, George St. Pierre, the best fighter of all time. However, I still do think Mighty Mouse is the best fighter of all time. 5'2" or 3", he dominated that bantamweight division. And you know who else? Number 3 is Shevchenko. She's probably top 5 best fighters of all time, and pound for pound, and she deserves to be. Really quickly, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but this new monster, this root beer, is awesome. Okay, a couple more things I want to talk about. Really grind my gears. Driving. Guys, since there's no UFC talk, we'll talk about things that annoy me. When you get on the highway, do not go to the end of the merging lane and then stop and cause traffic. Merge your ass in at the beginning. Don't be a piece of shit and cause traffic, because that's what you're doing. Do not, and if I catch you, I promise, I will run you right off the road. If you get out of that right lane and you go on to a non-driving lane, I'm going to make sure that you can't pass me. And I hope the rest of you do too. Do not break the law. I do not condone anything, and I was just kidding. I will not be doing anything illegal, no matter what. So yeah, that's the gist of it, guys. This is gonna be a new podcast. My name is Sweet Pete. We're gonna start getting guests. I'm gonna start showing you maybe some breakdowns of some fights. What happened? Randa Marcos, a Canadian, she lost. That was disappointing. There's so many great media journalists. Luke Thomas, you made fun of me. You suck. No, Luke Thomas is phenomenal. James Lynch is phenomenal. There is some of the best media analysts and breakdowns and just, what do you call them? I forget what you call them. Last thing before I go though, guys, we're going to talk about is, have you guys ever gone into the post-fight conferences and seen the chats? I'm just going to state it right here. Dana White said something about MMA media being the biggest pussies or something on earth. Shut up, Dana. Nothing to do with that. The biggest pieces of junk, losers, bottom of the barrel, scum buckets are MMA couch potato trolls on those chat forums. Rest in peace, Rogan. Rest in peace. Shut up. Do not type. Half of it's bots, I know. However, at the end of the day, we're trying to find out information about the fights. I don't know if you're kids. I don't know if you're a kid, turn 18 and I will thump you. That is an open invitation. Any of you wieners think you're tough and you're going to threaten me. If you are 6 feet and under and you're 200 pounds and under, please, I will sanction a match and I will gladly whoop your ass. No problem. It'll be for free. All the money will go to charity. It'll be a fun event. So if you want to be a troll and you want to chirp me, go ahead and do it. I beg if you don't, because I probably will hurt you. I'm super competitive. I think I'm the best at everything, because I am the best at everything, clearly. However, I am very compassionate. I am very empathetic, very understanding. I listen. If you have any questions, any comments, any irritating responses, please. So girls, if you're 5'2", I can understand if you're 5'9" and you want to date a guy 6 feet tall. That's fine. You do not need to be one of those people that dates 6'2" just because you're 5'2" and you want to date a taller guy. You're an idiot if you're like that. So let's see what happens with Tony Ferguson. Let's see what happens with Khabib. Who do you guys got? I guess that's what you can leave in the comments. I think Khabib, but I hope Tony. That's it, guys. Any big fights coming up other than that? Jose Aldo is fighting, Jose Aldo. Mark Hominick back in the day gave him the best fight ever. He finished a full mount. If it was old rules, like Chael Sonnen's talking about with that Tony Ferguson fight, Mark Hominick would have beat Jose Aldo and would have been the champion of the world. One of the best fighters of all time, best bantamweight fighter, or featherweight fighter, Mark Hominick. Shouts out to Mark Hominick, Sam Stout, Chris Ordecki, all those guys. Those guys are fantastic. Mark Bocek. Oh gosh, I forget the names. Fighting the UFC right now, 205. Misha Serkinov. All these Canadian fighters. Theodore, forget his last name. But best of luck with what you're going through right now. And thanks, guys. I'll have my sweet pea hat on. I'll have more topics, more controversy, and I will argue and make just outlandish comments for the entertainment of you and myself. Have a wonderful day. Thanks, guys.